Recording now. Olaram, Baldrate Vater Narvore. Welcome to our 21st podcast. I think I was looking at the metrics the other day. We've had over almost 400 listens to all the episodes combined. That's pretty good for only doing 21 weeks now. I think the most popular one is the intro to language, which is understandable. Everyone wants to know the language. Speaking of which, I've actually got some language today. If I can find, there it is. So some common phrases everybody will probably want to know. Things like smart ass, no problem, sure thing, on my way. And I just decided to throw in get to the objective. So if you want to call someone a smart ass, it's mirsheb. If you want to say no problem, Kir Parjai. Sure thing. Miratre la Kebe. If you want to say I'm on my way, Nibat Nir Ara. And if you want to say get to the objective, Veganir at te aka. So we've got Mirsheb, smart ass. Ki Parjai, no problem. Miratre la Kebe, sure thing. Batne ara, on my way. Veganir at te aka, get to the objective. And hopefully I'm pronouncing those right. I didn't have time to put the pronunciations with those together. I just threw these together in the last 10-15 minutes. But there's only one way to practice the language, and that's to just shabla do it. So today's topic is training for difficulty, both physically and mentally, to maintain effectiveness. And we've got Vettine Hodorad here to help us out with that. So take it away, Narvad. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you think's gonna help.
Well, for the training, I used to be off before Riley, so if there were random people running around in the desert night camouflage and old Rhodesian brush trucks shooting at you, that was probably me. At least back in 2016 it was. But training is...
Go ahead.
Honestly, you want to make training suck. You want training to suck as hard as you can. Before I was out for, I went to Iraq, and we saw some of the hardest fighting against ISIS in Iraq. And we used that to help shape our training. We trained so hard, our training sucked so bad that by the time we went to go fight ISIS, even though it was considered some of the hardest fighting of the war up to that point, we thought it was fun because it was easier than our training.
That's always good if it's easier than what you trained for.
Yeah, you want your training to suck so bad that by the time you actually have to get into a real fight, it seems like fun. It's like a breeze.
I mean, there's a reason the Marines will say, welcome to the suck.
Oh yeah, we use the Marines to do our training with us. We used the Marines as Op 4 for our training before we went out to Iraq. When we were in Kuwait, we did 3 months of training against the Marines. And they kicked us 3 ways to Sunday.
Speaking of which, I want to say happy 247th birthday to any Marines that we've got in the Way of Mandalore, and anyone who's listening if you're military. Veterans Day was a couple days ago. I know this is a couple late, but happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Oh. As for the mental part, well, I mean, again, honestly, it's just down to the training. When you're doing your training, don't sit there and say to yourself, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, I hate it. Think to yourself, how can this suck more?
I love this shit.
Yeah, we had dudes who go out, and all they did was complain and whine and complain and whine, and guess what? We didn't bring them on deployment. We left them behind in Kuwait.
Damn.
We knew they were going to be a liability when we got to combat, because all they did was whine and complain and try and play on their phones and all that while we were out in the training, and we left them behind. We didn't need that when we went out to the combat zones.
No, you definitely don't want the whiners. They're just going to make it worse.
So if you got people that all they do is complain, you need to try and help them reshape their mindset. You can do it. There's some people you just can't help, though. But for the most part, you can get people to reshape their mindset. Or in our case, you just had to physically force the mindset into them.
No blanket parties, though. Hopefully.
Well, do what you gotta do. Don't break the law, but do what you gotta do.
Again, that nice little disclaimer: when nothing we say is law, we are not legal. We are not legal professionals.
Yeah, don't break the law on my account. I do that plenty on my own on accident. Don't do it on purpose.
If you do it on purpose, don't use us as scapegoats. This is your disclaimer.
Yeah, we don't know who you are, and we will deny everything.
I mean, that's always the preferred thing, but at the same time, don't try using us as your scapegoats.
If you do get caught, I don't know who you are.
We are the CIA. We are going to disavow and you no longer exist. Kind of shit.
Yeah. The easiest way to not break the law is don't get caught breaking it. But
or just don't break it.
Harder said than done.
Oh, I know. I gotta say it though, at least.
In all seriousness, yeah, don't break the law, and if you do, try not to get caught.
Alright, moving on. What else we got?
I don't know. I'm not very good at leading discussions.
So let's see. Let's make some examples. So let's get into an example for a mugging, because that is something we have to physically and mentally train for and keep effectiveness.
An example for what?
Mugging, robbery kind of situation.
Well, I mean, unless you get a friend that's just going to come and willfully beat the brakes off of you, I can't say there's too much you can do to train for a mugging. You can definitely train your draw speed, though.
I mean, you can get together with another friend or family member and make one of you the mugger and one of you the defender, and then swap roles every so often.
Well, I mean, me and my brother just beat the brakes off each other for fun, so for me, that's just an everyday event. That's not even training.
Well, not everybody has that.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at.
Once while we were walking around drunk, and we thought it was a grand old time. I think my brother stabbed and everything.
Ooh, damn.
But don't use us as examples. We are quite literally medically insane. So
You fit in well.
yeah, I know the statistics of what everything happens. If you got a mugger and he turns his head and you can directly look forward and see his ear, you have half a second to get a gun out. Because that's how long it will take him to notice what's going on and turn his head to react to what's happened. So, and if he turns around completely, you have 3 seconds to get a gun out, which is more than enough time. I think me and my brother got it down to where we can have a gun out and a shot out in under half a second.
Nice. That's pretty good.
And that's just from weeks and weeks of training and extreme paranoia.
It's probably not going to be an instant 2 to 3 second draw. That's definitely practice.
Yeah, that's weeks of dead training. I don't mean like 3 or 4 weeks we worked at. I mean, if you add up all the hours we've combined into training, it probably adds up to 5 or 6 weeks total of training.
And that's good for you.
Because every Monday, me and my brother go out to the gun range and do some shooting or something at least draw training. About matches.
Good for you. You can finally make fire, Tom Hanks.
I did that with a broken lighter and a sparkler already.
Well, of course you'd find the matches after you got fire made then.
Yeah, I know.
That is the way of things.
But speaking of, you want to get a good fire started, and all you have is a broken lighter and a bunch of leftover sparklers. Crush up the sparklers into dust and use the flint from the lighter to make a fire.
I mean, honestly, the sparklers are basically all magnesium, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. I got a fire going. Normally, this burn barrel kicks me 3 ways to Sunday trying to get it set up.
I think I can hear the flames.
You might be able to. That might also just been the sparklers I ran in there to help get the cardboard lit.
No, I thought I heard the roar of flames a second ago.
Well, that might have been when I opened the door. If I leave the door open, it smokes out my garage, and then I get a wonderful event called smoke inhalation.
Oh yeah, let's not do that. No deaths on the podcast, please.
Okay,
because I don't want that on my conscience, please.
That's what they go with, man. It'd be the most Mando'a podcast. We've had at least one death on the podcast.
Yeah.
That would still be depressing, though. At least a little bit.
You don't have to be depressed over me. I'm not a real human. I'm a troglodyte. I go in my garage. I close the doors. It's almost pitch black in here, but I can see perfectly. I start a fire and I start making random bullshit.
I mean, that's basically my apartment. I've got blackout curtains everywhere. Like, so much so, I think I've got sensitivity to light now.
Yeah, I work night shift when I do jobs because I don't like being outside in the sunlight much. But that might also be because I was off 4 for 3 years, and you do most of your off 4 work at 2 in the morning.
I mean, that's most military work. You get done early morning anyways, and the rest of the day is just bullshitting around.
Yeah, that's about 5 in the morning when everyone else wakes up and starts doing their stand too, getting all their generators and everything checked. No, 2 in the morning, you catch that guy right before they do shift change, and he's 90% asleep.
Yeah.
And then walk up with your rubber bayonet and give him a little pokey poke in the spleen.
I mean, there's a reason most militaries will attack at dawn, because everybody's just starting to wake up and they're not all the way awake.
So everyone wakes up at 5 in the morning and does stand to, even to this day.
And we'll also have the cursory security sweeps / walks that everybody will just get too standardized with and won't pay attention to what they're doing.
Oh yeah, we get those all the time. During our training, if we had guys, they look like they're getting too comfortable with their security patrols, we'd really mix it up. We'd throw guys in. We wouldn't attack. We'd have guys come up every 30 minutes and pop a shot off or 2 and then run back off into the woods.
That sounds like my neighborhood. Y'all don't do your training in Memphis, do you?
No, we like to simulate Chicago.
But that's a gun-free zone. Oop, nope. I'm not going there. I'm sorry. Nope, I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, probably for the best.
We are in Discord. We can't talk about shit like that. We just had that entire discussion in the cantina. Whoops. Yeah, I better stay away from that topic. We'll discuss that somewhere else.
30 burpees. Grounded.
I don't think my fat ass can do one. I'm sorry.
Well, that sucks, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Welcome to the sub-training. You just gotta do it until it stops hurting.
I can't. I've got VA disability for my feet.
I'm 80% VA disabled. It won't stop you. You're fair, 30% of that's mental, but
Yeah.
you become a journeyman machinist, so clearly that doesn't stop anything.
Well, at the moment, thankfully, it's only 10 to 20%. 10 for hearing, 10 for feet, but...
I went to Fort Bragg, and I jumped out of that plane real good. I did not stick the landing, however.
Ooh. Yeah, that was me. It's gonna sound sad, because it wasn't an airplane, but during basic training, the 5-foot jump, I sticked the landing on my heels, and not the balls of my feet.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I jumped off the foot of my car the other day and landed on my heels and couldn't walk for 2 days properly. So I feel you on a 5 foot drop.
Now, you don't know the reason I have the disability now. It turns out, and I didn't know about this until the first or second week of AIT, I have bone spurs on my heels.
Pretty.
I did not know about this. I went through I think it was the first obstacle course you ever went through in basic training. So this was like week 1.5 or 2 in basic training that I did this jump. So I go through pretty much all 9 weeks of basic training and 2 weeks of AIT and 4 weeks of the fat camp because I couldn't run. It wasn't the push-ups that got me, it was the run.
It was the push-ups that got me.
It was the push-ups that kept me in the fitness training company, but the run is what got me there. But I did not. So what was that? 9, 14, almost 16 weeks I went undiagnosed with bone spurs. That sucked.
Yeah, I went through my entire military career with undiagnosed shin splints. I went in at least once a month for extreme pain.
Oh hell, that's like 90. That's a rite of passage in the military. Get fucking shin splints.
Mine are so bad they're rated at 20% by themselves.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, it got to the point where I literally could not get up and walk around for 2 or 3 weeks.
Mine is just whenever if I'm sitting down like we are now, or at least I am, and I'm sure Kando is too. He's over there playing Xbox.
Yes.
And you're in your shop burning shit and making shit, so you're the one that's being a true Mando here.
I'm burning shit. I don't know about making yet.
You're at least warming it up. But let's say for this entire podcast, I don't stand up because it's kind of hard to with a fixed mic setup like what I've got. But when I stand up, it's gonna fucking hurt because there's no pressure on my feet right now. The second I put my 228 pounds on it, that's gonna hurt. I'm most definitely limp after lunch because I just go sit out in my car, watch YouTube, and I'm limping back into the building.
That is me when the weather starts changing. But then again, that's what's my knee.
Yeah.
I have 2 broken knees. I have arthritis in both knees. I got shin splints in both shins. I got a titanium rod in my left leg holding it together. And my feet just generally hurt because I got weird shaped feet and they don't make boots for that.
Oh, I know that feeling too. But yeah, you definitely take the crown of the state. Words are hard. Yeah, you definitely get the king of the disabled at the moment.
Yeah, when you jump out of a plane and you land, make sure there is not a hole where your left leg goes. Otherwise, your left leg becomes a 90-degree angle.
Ow!
Fun fact, your left leg in the middle of your shin is not supposed to be a 90-degree angle.
No shit.
I get to stand next to my burn barrel and warm up my legs until they actually work again, because right now they're so cold I can't bend them. I'm penguin waddling around my shop.
I know that walk. I definitely do. And early morning, I tend to ballerina my way around the apartment because I'm on the balls of my feet. I can't put pressure on the heel.
After you do that weird walk where you land with the side of your foot and then you have to roll into your steps.
Ooh. I don't have to do that one. Not yet, at least.
It sucks, but it does make you very quiet. That's what we used to do when we were doing off-board stuff at 3 in the morning when we wanted to sneak up on people. You just land at the very back corner of your heel,
Yeah.
and then roll into your step. So that way if you step on a stick or a crunchy leaf, you can quickly pull your foot back and redirect it.
4 to 5 years of marching band have prepared me for this moment.
Hey, look, man, the most terrifying people on this planet are tuba players and marching bands. And anyone who can tiptoe walk at 20 miles an hour for 15 miles carrying that much brass while giving every extra breath they have into blasting a horn
Oh,
is the
yeah.
most terrifying human I've ever met.
See, I was drumline. I had the biggest and heaviest bass drum of the line.
I don't know, I still think tuba players are the most... They're not human. They're SCPs. That's the word for it. They're SCPs.
What is SCP?
That's,
They're
Dawn. I
an
don't...
entity. SCP, the Foundation.
Okay.
Oh god.
What's it from?
But whatever. Marching band dude's terrifying. If you want to do some really good training for how to get strong, just go be a tuba player in a marching band.
Or drumline.
There's no training I could make you do that would actually prepare you for anything more than being a tuba player in a marching band. In the winter, in the rain. Then you are prepared. There's no training I can do.
Winter,
That would be a fun event for you.
winter, rain, summer, they all suck in marching band. I'll guarantee you that.
I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. I assure you, in the middle of the summer, our marching band was those were some power players. 120 degrees, humidity equals yes.
I mean, even if you barf, the show must go on. And I feel sorry for the people who were walking behind me going off the field at the same time.
Man, we had a marching band. They went 15 miles down the main road during a serious parade.
That's every marching band ever. That's not just yours.
Marching band's trail of puke.
Yeah. You
Not saying one of them fell out. I can't say that for soldiers and that. These soldiers would have fell out of a run. Those people didn't fall out.
That honestly explains so much of my basic and AIT training. I never fell out once.
You can do marching.
I never puked during training either.
You did marching band in high school. I have nothing to teach you. You know your job. Learn how to shoot and you're good.
Oh, I know how to do that. The military trained me there.
I don't know. I've met a lot of people that the military trained them and they still can't shoot.
Oh, with iron sights, I can reach out to... I hit all of my 300-yard targets with iron sights. Yes, I can reach out and touch someone with my rifle.
Alright, that sounds like a sexual harassment lawsuit, sir.
We're not going there.
But...
That's one of those no-no topics.
I suck at shooting, so...
Yes, sir.
Are you on?
I am not online right now. My gaming screen is the OBS screen at the moment.
Okay. So
But just wipe and save it, and I'll jump on my hunter as soon as we're done here, and I'll grab it.
Yeah, just checking.
Yep. Oh, speaking of which, I've got my brother's Christmas gift done. I made him the Gambit coins 3D printed.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, one of the game modes of the game me and him were just talking about is called Gambit.
I'm going to assume that that's Destiny.
Oh, you're aware of this game, huh?
I have played a wee bit in the free-to-play version. I have not paid for anything or bought anything yet.
The only stuff that's behind the paywall is the DLCs. DLCs, are the raids behind the paywall or no? I know the dungeons are.
Some of the raids are.
I think King's Fall.
I think Vault of Glass is free. King's Fall.
King's Fall is not, because I remember we have a friend who couldn't do. Shit, what was it? What was the? Vogue was Vault. No, Val. That was the other one. Val and King's Fall are not free to play.
You know, I still haven't done Val, the actual raid part.
We might get a group together in a minute and get that done then, because I've got some challenges I want to do.
Yeah, I'd love to do the freaking raid stuff, but I'm currently what you would call unemployed because
Ooh.
my old employer is a jerk.
Yeah, they tend to be like that.
They had someone break into or they used their key card to get into the storage room and stole like $6,000 in tools. And rather than try and figure out who it was, they took all 6 people who had keys to the storage room and fired all of us.
Yeah, because it's so hard to figure out whose card was used, right?
And it's a physical key. It's the only building in the whole complex that doesn't use cards. It's a key.
That can easily be lockpicked.
That too. But dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But $6,000 for where I work, that's like maybe 2 or 3 tools.
I worked at a machine shop. You could literally pick a drill up off the counter, and it's an $800 drill.
I work for Milwaukee Tools.
Ooh, yeah, that'd get you. I have sitting over here on the counter, I go through the scrap bin out there. I pay them for the scrap price. I have a drill that I was fixing up. That thing's $900 brand new.
What brand?
I fixed it. Oh, it's a Ken Metal.
Never heard of that one. Interesting.
That's a CNC machine tooling company. So if you don't do CNC machining, you ain't
I don't know that.
But it is a 4-inch core bore drill. This will make a 4-inch hole in whatever the dang well you please to put a 4-inch hole in.
So the one thing I am so looking forward to is we have not had one all year, and it's coming up in a couple weeks. We have our employee sale coming up. And just to drop some numbers, let's say you want to go to Home Depot and just buy one drill, no battery. You're probably going to be looking to spend about $100, $120, give or take what drill you're going for. Yeah, I'm going to buy that for $25.
Ooh.
The M18 batteries, a single one will go for like $50 to $60. Doesn't matter which capacity, as I get it for $5. I'm about to drop $100 on fucking batteries alone, and I'll get like 20 of them. I'm probably gonna split it 10 and 10 M18 and 10 M12s.
And I thought I was doing. I got a job interview at freaking Tractor Supply that I get a 20% discount on it once I get hired.
Oh, if I want to buy something online, it's a 50% discount from what Home Depot sells it as.
Man, if I need tools, I'll make sure to call you. Jesus. Crack.
Yeah.
How do I get Umbral Energy again?
Do what?
Umbral Energy.
You get good.
Crash?
You're talking about the seasonal plunder energy?
Yes.
You can farm out the chest at the end of the expedition. There's a map fragment you use that you can get like 7 energy per run. You know what I'm talking about? The Captain's Atlas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. Oh, let's see. Like I think I told y'all before the recording, I got me a 357 lever action. Needs to get cleaned up. It's oh man, it's a gorgeous fucking rifle though. Holy shit. Hold on. I have to exit my cocoon of blankets.
If y'all hear what sounds like a gunshot, there's a piece of concrete in my fire barrel, so that might explode at some point. Just so you know.
I don't know if y'all heard that just now. I know the mic picked it up. Nothing?
No.
Oh, okay. I was racking the lever action. The one of my old coworkers, unfortunately has been living in his car because his house is not finished yet. It needs some serious repairs. And due to the cold temperature, I offered him my couch, him and his girlfriend. And also, medically wise, he's not doing so great, so any weapons he has are going to come to me. He's put in his will and everything.
I think I got that with my brother. He got out of the army around the same time I did. He was not doing great. Severe alcoholic, like a full liter of whiskey a night. I let him sleep in my camper for a year and a half, basically rent-free while he got himself up, and now he's a supervisor at the Michelin plant making like $30 an hour.
Alright, so in the chat section of the voice channel, I posted a picture of the rifle. I'm also
my brother's got all his guns willed to me, so I think that's like $20,000 in guns. An original pre-import ban HK91. There's a 50 BMG bolt action by the Macmillan Precision Company. Lots of nice stuff. Now I just need my brother to die.
Damn! That's brutal. I understand the reasoning, but damn.
And he's the one that wants to go to Ukraine, man.
I mean, I'm willing to go too, but I ain't got the money.
Yeah, I will say he wants to go to Ukraine, but I will not broach the subject any further. That's in the no-no topics.
Yes. Political... Yeah, that we can't talk about that here.
Nope. It's a thing and it's happening. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Mm-hmm. But dude, this rifle is so nice. He's got some electrical tape and some... I'm not sure what's going on with the bottom part of the lever, but... It's, yeah.
Well, we got a new guy who just joined the way that he says he's a gunsmith, so he might...
I saw that.
I'm starting my gunsmithing training on the 1st of next month, so... I'll also be getting a whole new shop built at the... Well, not the whole new shop, only my new shop equipment. My lathe is just an old lathe I pulled out of the scrapyard. I'm going to be getting a new... It's some of the Chinese imports, but it's still better than my current pile of bolts.
Kando, I just realized what I'm going to do with this rifle.
What?
Have either of you looked in the voice chat pictures yet?
No, give me a second. Oh!
Kando, go. Tell me this does not look like Dead Man's Tale when you look at it. It's immediately what I just thought this is. It needs some serious cleaning because it's got a lot of dirt and rust on it.
Alright, give me just a second to check it out.
I need to see what that looks like, so give me a second. I gotta Google stuff.
What, Dead Man's Tale? It's a scout rifle from Destiny.
No, I'm sure it is. I just gotta see what it looks like to make a comparison of whether you're full of it. I mean, I'll give it to it. It's pretty close. Yeah, obviously you got some artistic liberty going on there, but it could happen.
Where's the picture at?
Voice chat.
Oh, I can't view pictures in voice chat on my phone.
Okay, hold on. I'll DM it to you in a second. Save this image so it can go into the chat as well. I think that's what I'm gonna make this rifle look like. Let's see. Here we go. Send. I mean, with the I can probably get someone to fabricate the lever to make it look like that.
Oh no, it's almost like you're in a voice chat with a current machinist in fabrication version.
I know, right?
Weird.
How hard would it be for you to make that lever?
Make that lever specifically?
Yeah.
Not hard.
How much is that gonna cost me?
I'd have to look at materials and everything. It depends on how strong it needs to be. Like, you just gonna have it look pretty, or are you gonna take it to the range and use it a lot?
Oh no, this is definitely gonna be a functional rifle. So I would assume the same gauge of metal that the current lever is made out of. To be honest, the stock could probably be swapped out pretty easily for that too. Because all it is wood.
Yeah, the stock's not hard to do in the slightest. I mean, it's gonna be a bit weird because the actual loading mechanism for the in-game rifles, like all the way back at the end of the stock in a way that doesn't make any sense.
No,
but hey,
no, the loading action is still in the same place.
okay, it just looks funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah, the loading action is still in that right above the handguard and the lever, that gold piece. That's exactly where the loading action is still on this rifle. Which is why this came up in my
Fabricate all
mind.
that. Fabrication on all that wouldn't be hard. The muzzle brake would probably be the hardest part of that whole process.
Honestly, I just want the stock, handguard, and lever action. The rest of it, cosmetic.
Yeah, do you want it with the shiny gold as well?
We'll talk about that. I don't know right now. It depends on cost.
Yeah, gold plating kits aren't cheap, so
No.
that'd be a whole nother process there.
But I definitely like how that handguard looks on the.
I mean, I could do that easily enough with a plasma cutter and some thicker steel.
Good girl, puppy. You eat your food.
That does look like it.
It does, doesn't it? That's fucking beautiful.
Are you using one of the ornaments?
Oh, that's the Tex Mechanica ornament, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was just the first image that came up.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the image I've been looking at as a comparison, but.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to load the. Actually, no, I don't have to load the game up. I can go into Dim and find it.
Okay, I see a more realistic picture of it from the game model. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could do all that, including the stock and stuff. Someone with more woodworking experience might get the stock more accurate, but I could do the stock and stuff too. Especially since I need to have the stock and everything to make sure that's a good fit, because I'd have to be going off any measurements you give me for making that lever.
Yeah.
So I'd be guessing on the first half. So if I don't have to guess on the second half, that'd make my job a lot easier in machining it.
Okay.
I've made more guesswork with less information, but I prefer not to.
Understandable.
Oh, this fire barrel's getting nice and warm. My legs are warm now. My secret to making my fire barrel warm in the initial burn is to throw some actual coal in there from a coal stove.
I know what I can do. Light GG. I can get the image from them. Make sure we're looking at.
I mean, it won't be easy. I won't say it's going to be easy. It just won't be super hard either. I'm looking at least 30 pounds of steel sitting around me that could work for it. I mean, I got steel everywhere. I ripped over a steel log I have sitting on the ground.
Why is my mouse? There we go. Why is my PC running so fucking slow right now? Holy shit. Hopefully it doesn't crash like it did last week this time. Hopefully I
Don't
just
do
didn't
it.
jinx myself on that.
Oh god, my eyes, the light burns.
Oh, I know the feeling. My dog's finally eating her food 4 hours after I put it in her bowl.
Oh, my poor dog. He's getting to the point where he doesn't want to eat much anymore, but he's also 15 years old.
Yeah.
And he's a mastiff. They're not supposed to live past 10.
Ooh. Damn.
So he's ancient. I'm convinced he's just living out of spite at this point.
I mean, that could be a good thing. I bet it's OBS causing me to lag on my internet side. But yeah, that's definitely something I want to look into getting, because this rifle is perfect for copying that image.
Yeah, I mean, it could be done with some reasonable effect. I'd have to look into pricing everything, but it can be done. You know, you guys still alive over there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this podcast started out with a subject, and we are nowhere near that subject anymore.
That's how it usually goes.
Fair enough. I'm also pretty sure there's a piece of tool steel somewhere in my fire pit. I need to find that again. I was annealing that so I could cut a new drill bit out of it, because it's just an old drill bit that snapped in half.
Ooh.
And I don't know where it rolled off to.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's the hard part. I need to go find my fire poker tongs. It's somewhere underneath the gas mask or the machine gun belt. My garage is a freaking mess. Oh god, it's cold over here. Back to the fireplace. One side of my garage, literally 13 feet that way, is 21 degrees. Over here it's 80. I'm gonna go hang out in the 80.
I don't blame you one bit. Matter of fact, I'm putting my cocoon of blanket back on because I'm getting chilly again.
Yeah, I got my Desert Night camo parka, which ironically looks like one of those lab coats with just some extra strings on it. And it's my Dr. Payne outfit. As in, I'm going to make your life suck in this training event. Back before I got smart and I used to be all super hua and brain dead retarded, excuse my use of the word. As a person who's legally that, I'm going to say I'm allowed to say it.
I don't have a problem with it.
But
it's not political or sexual or any of that.
Some people are different, but I'll say excuse my use of it, but I'm going to continue using it.
Again, I don't think anybody here is going to have a problem with that.
Brain dead and just wasn't thinking. I used to be in one of those, what's it called? The stupid militia groups or whatever. Used to be in one of those, and ugh. Now when I look back at it, I realize I was dumb beyond measure, but when they did their training stuff, I would go out and be their Op 4 too, using the same outfit. My freaking, I can't think of the word, the Rhodesian brushstroke pants and field jacket with a Desert Night camo parka over it at night, because it's cold and stuff in the mountains at night.
Yes.
We go out to the Appalachian Mountains to do our training, because that's the suckiest environment you can really get in our area. It's also the easiest to hide any weird training, because once you get out in the plains, you get people who like to call the cops because you looked at their cow funny.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I was thinking Appalachians, that's East Coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like West Virginia all the way out to like southern Missouri and northern Arkansas.
Okay, the other side. I was thinking of East Tennessee.
Yeah, that's out there. So I mean, you can realistically, we probably did some training near there.
Because we did like a 2-week training event a couple of years ago where we went out and started in West Virginia and we ended up in southern Missouri.
Nice. That's definitely a hike.
It was 4 cohorts. Each one we were racing to see who got there first. My cohort did not win because they don't like no one wanted to listen. Everyone wanted to be the chief, and no one wanted to just be the Indian there.
That's usually how it goes. It's like, I know what I'm doing. I know you know what you're doing, but you need to listen sometimes.
Yeah, and because it was all a bunch of people that are like, well, we don't have an official organized structure because we don't want to be viewed as one of those militias. And it's like, yeah, but you gotta have someone in charge. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be me. I suck at being in charge. I'll get everyone killed. But, someone.
Leadership at work is one thing. Yeah, I definitely gotta get this thing cleaned and
That's definitely the thing you gotta work on in training is your chain of command. You have to get it down to where you listen to whoever's in charge. You don't think about it, you just do. It was at the point where our staff sergeant could tell us, pick up that fire extinguisher and blast yourself in the face, and we'd start pulling the pin before he'd stop us.
Yeah.
Like,
that just brought me back to a TikTok I saw yesterday. The firefighter guy.
The pulled the pin and threw it in thinking it was like a grenade.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe that thing malfunctioned. It was like, wait. We gotta give that to inspector. No. Tell him what you did. I pulled the pin and I threw it into the fire. He's like, I think I hear my chief calling.
Yeah, that was a good one. I used to do volunteer fire out here before my injuries got so bad that I couldn't do it anymore because I tore my rotator cuff on my left arm. That hurt. That was a grand time. But yeah, there's some people who are genuinely that dumb. Like,
yeah.
You work fire, EMS, or police, you meet some people that you genuinely, there's no way someone could be that stupid. And then you meet them and like, oh, they're even dumber than that. Cool.
So I stand corrected.
Not only do I stand corrected, I not only was I wrong, I was stupid. I gave humanity credit. Humanity does not deserve credit.
No.
Oh, looking at these welds, those are terrible. I did my very first weld on this table. The very first weld I ever did in my life was getting this table put together, and it looks like someone went by with a can of spray foam. Except the can had a blockage, so it was doing that thing where it goes everywhere in all the directions.
That's a lot of slag.
That's slag everywhere, and I don't have a slag hammer now. I had a whole machine shop that I inherited from my grandfather. I put it in storage when I went on deployment to Iraq. Hurricane Harvey hit down in South Texas, destroyed the storage building, and I'm like, well, I mean, these are a bunch of heavy machines. They shouldn't have gone anywhere. They may be damaged, but I can do water damage. They were all gone. Problem is, no one ever would have gone out to that storage area. Very few people even knew it existed. So I'm positive it was my aunts because they wanted all those machines because, they didn't give a dang about the whole shop the whole time my grandpa was alive, and, he was their dad.
Yeah.
But the second he died and they realized that's like $3 million worth of machines, now all of a sudden they wanted it.
Sounds about right.
And of course, it got put in the storeroom because I was deployed. Well, when they put it in the storeroom, they were supposed to put insurance on it and pay it until I arrived. Out of it was a big mutual fund between all the kids. They were supposed to pay it out of that, and then when I got back, the mutual fund was split between all the kids. Obviously, they didn't do that. So I'm pretty sure they stole it and then didn't put the insurance on it, so that way I couldn't get any money out of it either. And if I had any proof of it, I'd sue them 3 ways to Sunday to get my money back at least, but I don't have any proof of it. I'm just 90% sure that's what happened. Because if they cared about it, they would have put the insurance on it, but they didn't. And then it magically disappeared after the hurricane knocked out all the power. Mm.
It's like, oh, look at that. It's gone.
Security cameras don't work. weird.
Right.
I'm more than positive it was them, but they won't fess up to it, and I've informed them if I see any of their faces on my property, I'm shooting them, but there's more than one reason for that. Yeah, it's grand, but I'm just mad. I lost all my shop equipment. Almost $3 million in machines, tools. Now I have maybe $4,000 in machines and tools, and that's over 3 years of building stuff up after I became disabled in the military. I can't get a good job out here because all the good jobs where I live are factory jobs. Obviously, my broke ass can't do factory work. But I'm doing the best I can, so I can't.
That's all you can do.
I got a house that I got off a tax lien for $22,000, which was most of my military severance pay or whatever. So that was nice. And then over the years, I've been building up machines where you get guys out here who are like, "Oh, I got this lathe, I don't want it. It's like $200." When in reality, it's like a $3,000 lathe. They're just selling it to get rid of it. I was that close, like a hair close to getting this massive engine lathe for $400. This is like a $5,000 lathe. Almost got it for $400, but the dude's wife sold it to her friend like a couple of hours before I was supposed to drive up there and pick it up.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I was halfway up there because it's about a 3-hour drive to get to where they were. I finished the drive. I got up there. I spent the day up there with my family like I was planning on. And then I went up to him and said, "You're going to pay me for my gas, though." And then they did, because I was fucked up. You're not going to tell me I can come get it. And then when I get there, they're like, "Oh, my wife sold it off." And I'm like,
Yeah, likely excuse.
For my gas. Arguing with you won't get me anywhere, but you're paying me for my gas.
Yeah, it's already sold, so what are they gonna do?
Yeah. I can't do anything even if I do argue with you, but I'm not going to waste the gas coming up here and then it's not there. It was a nice lathe too. It was real good. I wanted that a lot.
At least you hadn't sent them any money yet.
No, I do almost everything in cash.
Yeah, I don't like sending money to people over Cash Apps or anything like that either. I'll receive it, but I don't like sending it.
Yeah, if I do money transactions, whether I'm selling or buying, I do it through a
Oops, wrong channel. I changed voice channel by accident.
I forget what it's called when you do it, but it puts the money into a third-party account, and until the item gets shipped or handed over, the money doesn't go to the receiver. I forget what that's called, but that's the only way I do online purchases. People don't like me for it. They're like, "Oh, let's do PayPal. Can you send it to friend and family?" I'm like, "No, I can do PayPal where once I get a shipping number and it arrives at my house, you'll get your money, though."
I'll send you the money as soon as I meet you.
Say what?
It's like I can meet you somewhere and then I will send you money.
Yeah, like if you're on the other side of the country and you have to mail it, I understand. But what's going to happen is it's going to sit in that account where you can see that it's there. I paid it, but you can't
don't
touch
get
that
it
money
until
I confirm to them I've received my item. Like I have like $400 sitting in an account right now because the dude hasn't received his package yet. Kind of mad at the post office for not delivering it. I need that $400 since now I'm unemployed.
Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Dog's starting to act crazy. Probably somebody just walking past the patio. Oh, dog, what are you freaking whining at, huh? You're not going outside. No, you're not. No, you're not. There ain't nobody there. There's nobody there. Yeah, there was nobody there. Probably someone just walked past the patio and she caught the shadow. It's how dogs
Oh,
are.
yeah. Almost dropped my phone into the fire. Hi.
Don't do that.
Well,
It's hot.
Alright, we got a piece of glowing tool steel. I found it.
Nice.
Now I'll set it up to the side so it can heal so I can bring it into a new drill later. I'm sure any of the clan blacksmiths would fist fight me 3 weeks to Sunday for that piece of tool steel.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I got mountains of like blacksmithing steel out here. I'm not shipping any of it. They're all way the crack ton.
Man, this thing's gonna need some serious overhaul.
Yeah, you send me what the model is and everything, I could probably pull up dimensions online to work on stuff, but overall, I'll also need you to send me dimensions in person, or over pictures and stuff.
Alright, it's a Marlin model 18940S or 408.
You don't have to message that to me, I have no short-term memory. I'll be lucky if I remember we had this conversation at all in 3-4 hours. My son wants me to take him out to the diner for breakfast, so I think I might have to leave in about 20 minutes to go do that before the diner closes.
Diner closes?
They only do breakfast, so they close at 12.
Nice.
He gets the attention he wants because he feels like he ain't got no attention since the baby was born, so...
Understandable.
I'm gonna take him out to the diner and buy him a bucket of Legos, and me and him will go play Legos. It's definitely not because I like playing Legos. No, it's definitely
No, not at all. No. I don't know any kind of blacksmith or adult that loves playing with Legos just because they're Legos.
Yeah, I'm a machinist. I definitely have no interest in putting together random blocks of material to make other materials. No clue what that's like. Or any interest in it.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Yeah. Although I do need to find someone in the clan who does, or the way who does blacksmithing and see if they want all this extra blacksmithing equipment I have. Because I got mountains of it.
Oh, I'm sure they're,
I got a hand grinder, I got a manual drill over here, old 1850s blacksmith drill.
Talk to Grant Kincaid.
Yeah, I'll ask him. I ain't been online much lately, so...
He's not in the Discord as much.
If you DM, he'll answer.
Randall, yeah. Easiest way to get a hold of him's on Facebook.
Yeah, I got him on Facebook as well. But I got sitting over in the corner. I picked this up when I was in Poland, actually. Old Soviet Army forge blower. Has a mount where you can hook up a motor to it as well, so you don't have to just hand crank it all day. It's a beast of a forge blower. 300 cubic liters of air a minute. That's a lot.
I've got my Milwaukee leaf blower that I bought for $50.
Now I got this for like, I think it was 200 Polish zloty at a flea market out there.
Let's see.
Which at the time translates to like 66 US dollars or so. And this thing's all hardened steel and forged aluminum, so it's not like, you know, the forged blowers you buy online nowadays. It's just cast aluminum and some cheap cast iron. You know, this is
mine's all
forged
plastic.
steel gears and stuff.
Yeah, this doesn't say the whatchamacallit, the power. It doesn't show it.
I only know this one because it came with the technical manual, though I can't find it anymore, but the technical manual is all in Russian, so if you don't read Russian, it don't do you no good. I don't read Russian, but my friend who does maintenance reads Russian pretty decently. He does Polish, German, Russian, Ukrainian. I think he's got a little bit of Romanian. Oh, I got random just forged stuff, woodworking stuff. I got like 8 miter saws, 2 table saws. Where I'm a terrible person. I see those deals on Facebook Marketplace where they're like, oh, come get it for $25, and I'm like, that's a $300 saw, and I'll go get it every time. I can't stop myself. I got saws, blades, junk, crap.
See, that's why I'm glad I only get a sale once a year. This is our non-conforming. Anything that we cannot ship to our customers, like Home Depot, Ace, True Value, all those places, anywhere that sells Milwaukee, if we can't ship it to them, chances are it's going to end up at our sale.
Yeah,
it might
stop to make hydraulics and stuff. The only sale we got is if they had machines that weren't any good, that were broken, we could buy it off them to do repairs. Like I bought a Klossing lathe off them, but I couldn't fix it up, so finally I had to turn around and sell it. But it's like a $4,000 lathe. I bought it for $500.
That honestly, that's about the sale, the percentage off that we get at this rummage sale, and there could be nothing wrong with it except for the damaged box.
Yeah, I turned around and sold it for $1,500 because I had a bad gearbox. Like it turned on and ran, but it needed 3-phase, and I work out of my garage at my house, so obviously I don't have 3-phase in my residential garage. I mean, I could set up like a variable phase converter, but that sounds like a whole lot of money and work that I don't want to do. Won't buy there. And it cuts down the power of the lathe when you do that. So, yeah.
Well, I think at this point we're going to go ahead and shut off the recording.